the fine money in the state of Pennsylvania through a state endowment. On the 31st of last month, the parties of the lawsuit were at an impasse over 544 documents, which was reduced to 477 over the weekend by Corman. And it came out, emails, 4 of them, regarding the NCAA decision to sanction Penn State. They called that it was a bluff, that they were indeed outside of their guidance and things.
That's the operative word, right there.
The operative word, and Penn State issued a very appropriate and very terse response, saying, why would they bluff a member institution? State Senator Jay Corman. Phil Gross is still with us from Blue White Illustrated. Senator, good morning. Thank you, sir, for being with us. How are you?
Good morning, guys. Good to be with you.
All right. When you filed this lawsuit, I understand the whole reason why. You wanted the fine money kept within programs here in Pennsylvania, not have the NCAA dictate which programs that money would be spent. Did you in your wildest dreams ever think that 4 emails would use the word bluff? Penn State is so embarrassed they will cave into whatever, sanctions that we want. Did you ever think that you would drill into this situation this deeply with this?
No. Actually, the reason we got here was because when the NCAA filed motions trying to dismiss the case about the $60 million, they cited their own bylaws as their authority to do this. And that's where Judge Covey said, well, not only is the Endowment Act constitutional, but I question, reading your bylaws, the whole ability to impose the consent decree. And so I want to hear a trial on the consent decree. So that's sort of how we got here. But yeah, I mean, look, those emails, I can tell you, Jed, are the tip of the iceberg. There's so much more that, unfortunately, I can't get in front of the judge just yet. But there's clearly some major questions of how this was handled, and I think over the next few weeks and months we're going to see a lot more disturbing information. That if I was any university president, let alone Penn State, if I was any university president in this country, I would be shocked and very much dismayed on the behavior of the NCAA.
Before I go to Phil, Joel,
Jake,
Senator
it's really kind of amazing when you started this whole lawsuit basically for the reasons that you talked about, for the $60 million lawsuit. Did you have any indication or any thought that when Judge Covey made her ruling a while ago that she would even broach the subject of the consent decree?
No, I mean, this is, normally you start a case and you start as high as you can and then, sort of re-engage your expectations lower as the process goes along. This has been the exact opposite. We started sort of low, just dealing with the $60 million. I reached out to the NCAA and tried to have a conversation with them. They totally rebuffed me. I offered to go to Indianapolis and meet with them, and that's why we ended up filing the suit to begin with. And as this has gone along, our expectations keep going higher, which is sort of amazing. So no, this is, if you'd asked me a year ago, would we be in this spot? No. But I'm certainly glad that we are, because I think not just people in Pennsylvania and Penn State fans who may have suspected a lot of this all along, but I think people around the nation, as you are seeing sports writers already, are going to really call into question the behavior of the NCAA.
Senator Corman, hi. It's Joel Bechtel.
Hi.
When you started this, basically, it's come to this point because of the revelations from the discovery phase, and we're going to hear more about that, and I know you can't go into it, but what kind of response? I mean, you just mentioned the national media. Do you see this to continue to mushroom?
Absolutely. Being a sports fan all my life, I was always dreamed of having ESPN and Sports Illustrated and CBS Sports all calling me, but I was, hoping because I was a good player, which clearly I was never. My phone, obviously blew up Wednesday. This is clearly something that there's interest nationally on. And this is a pattern. I mean, this isn't just Penn State. I mean, you saw it down in Miami. You're seeing it at USC. There's all sorts of issues with this behavior and the way that the NCAA operates. And, again, I think it's up to the university presidents who are the NCAA to take a hold of this organization and either reform it completely or disband it and do something different. Because for them to treat their members the way they do, it's just unbelievable that the membership would support that.